Welcome back to the channel, guys. Welcome back to Ironclad RC. I'm Big B. So we got a new RC boat in this box. It's from Hong Kong, Ashman Hobbies. Okay, you guys maybe heard of the Build RC, better known as Lido Hot. Okay, I'll have a link in the description for this RC boat. It's actually the same company that produced this little outrigger. It was actually my first outrigger, first hydroplane build. I probably have more time tinkering and tuning this boat than any other boat in my fleet. It's actually a pretty fast little boat. I got it tuned and set up for ovals, but yeah, same company. They contacted me, asked me if I was interested. Of course, I'm going to say yes. So stick around. Big B, Ironclad RC. Alright, so I'm actually pretty excited about this boat right here. Pretty excited. It looks like they did really good with the packaging. 1, 2, 3 layers of foam, 4 on the top. It was marked fragile. Okay, looks like UPS didn't adhere, or they can't read. I don't know. So, yeah, this boat is called the Swifter. It's their newest hydroplane. It's their newest design, and he wanted me to do a build on it. One stipulation with the build: they want it built for P class. Okay, like P class racing. So it's going to be a 4S boat. Let's open it up. We'll talk about it. There she is, boys. The Swifter XL. Come on, boy. Come on. So they have the Swifter XL, which is a 31-inch. They also have the Swifter, which is a scaled down version at 26 inches. Oh man, this thing looks like an older turbine style unlimited hydroplane. Oh man, this XL is boss, boy. It's 31.5 inches long, 15 inches wide, but it actually looks wider than 15 inches to me. We'll check it out here in a second. Just wanted to show you guys the hull itself. The seam, it looks okay. I've seen worse. It just needs to be cleaned up with some sandpaper, you know. It's actually got a fairly decent looking pencil seam here. Alright. Actually looks pretty good. Like I said, just use a razor knife, clean it up a little bit. This is a Fiberglass FRP model. Okay, meaning it's laid up with fiberglass. They used epoxy fiberglass, fiber reinforced plastic. Okay, it's kind of conflicting on the website. It says gel coat, but to me it looks like a fiber reinforced plastic. Now, bear with me here, okay? And some of you guys may have a different opinion, but a fiber reinforced plastic hull, with my experience, because I have one, I've actually put it through the ringer. That little outrigger, I've put it through the ringer. It's got some flex to it, like a gel coat finished boat. It don't have flex. It'll chip and crack. Okay, with my experience, I'm just speaking for what I know. An FRP style hull, it has some flex to it. Okay, some give. All right, laid up with the epoxy. Okay, it's a strong, lightweight hull. I don't want to give you the wrong impression when I say it's got some flex. I'm saying the actual material used has some flex. Okay, if I were to do that with a fiberglass gel coat cowling, you would hear some cracking and popping, you know. Yeah, so the hull, I don't want to give you the wrong idea. The hull itself it's not flexing like the hatch. Okay, it's got some integrity. Like I'm putting some pressure on it here, and it's not flexing. Okay, so it's stout, but it's got some flex, some good flex. Good flex, you know. Not saying it's going to be impervious to cracking and separating or dinging, chipping, but it should be a little bit more durable as far as impacts go in the long run, the longevity of the hull. You know, I kind of like the construction method. Paint should stick to it if you use the right paint, but it's solid. Like I'm pressing on it hard here, you know. Look at that. It's pretty, man. It's pretty. We're gonna take a look at the bottom, because I absolutely am like in love with the bottom of it. Ooh, doggy. It's light. 3 pounds, 1 ounce. I think my Delta Force 34 weighed right at 4 pounds, if I'm not mistaken. So I kind of like the look of it, you guys. I think you can like throw a wing back here. If it needs a canard up here, we could do that. And like I said, you could probably pull off some pretty cool scale boats. It's going to be a P-class boat, 4S. All right, that was kind of the stipulation from the guy who contacted me from Oshman Lito Hot Company. It actually came with a fiberglass motor, ESC mount here, servo mount, battery tray. I would imagine this goes in the boat. Something like this. They also have the wood version, the wood like electronics tray. It's kind of heavy, so we may not use this. We're going to keep it extremely light, so no carbon fiber, just going to go lightweight with it. Okay, 4S. I'll show you the bottom in a minute. I like the bottom. Not even gonna lie. Not even gonna lie. It actually came with this TFL style inline strut and rudder with a .150 or 4mm cable, and I don't think we're going to use that. It came with the steering rod, an antenna through hull, water exit, and some cooling line. So if I were to buy this hull, and it's actually relatively cheap, it's $130 with shipping to the States. I'm sure it's about $180 at the time of this video. You know, if I were to get this hull, I would just get the hull. I wouldn't really worry too much with the hardware that comes with it, because you're probably going to go a completely different route with it. You know, so I'm actually excited about the build. So let's flip it over. Oshman Hobbies. See if there's any reinforcement on the turn fin. No reinforcement on the turn fin. Sponson there. Is there? Okay, so the transom is not reinforced with any thickened fiberglass or carbon fiber or anything like that. It's just yeah. So we'll need to reinforce the transom and the sponson there. So this is actually kind of what I'm excited about. This thing here should skate around the turn pretty hard, you know. The sponsons, they're dead nuts flat. Okay, so with my Delta Force Vortex, and it has some dead rise on the sponsons, and it likes to do that cha-cha, right? Okay, so in a straightaway, it likes to do that cha-cha. In a turn, it actually does pretty good with some dead rise, or I guess dihedral, whatever you want to call it. With this one, it's dead nuts flat, so it's actually going to skate across the water, and it probably won't be doing a whole lot of cha-chaing. Okay, it's going to be a fairly stable boat. Looks like the non-trips here it's at a pretty good angle. Okay, the actual air trap and tunnel looks pretty good. It's going to pack a lot of air from what it looks like here. Okay, it's actually got a huge air trap there, so she should do pretty good on lower power. 4S, you know. He designed this boat for a P class Sport 20, if you will, hydroplane. Okay. Yeah, I actually think it's going to be a fast little 4S boat. I really do. I really do. So I got it on my bench. This bench, it's got some like low spots and high spots, but this will give you an idea. I just cut this piece of foam. I cut the corner right here, so I can basically set this up right there. That corner of this block is the same exact height from the ride pad to the tunnel. So it should be basically a level tunnel set up like I got it. Okay, so check it out here. Oh boy, yeah, I think she's gonna be a fast boat. See how it's like pretty much flat, no dihedral dead rise. Got a nice curve on the front sponson, and it's pretty much, she's pretty much, oh yeah, this is gonna be a fast boat. Not even kidding. Check out how all the backs of the sponson, all the hard corners below the waterline, everything's nice and crisp. You guys see that? Like here, nice crisp edge. Back here, nice and hard break. Just gonna kind of teeter it back and forth here, you know, just getting to know my boat. So that's basically sitting on its ride pad there. Oh boy, yeah, man. Oh, she's gonna be a quick one. Oh, it's gonna make a great 4S boat, I believe. Yeah, boy. So I want to get you guys a total length here from the tip to the transom. It's exactly 31.5. 31.5 inches. So I'm pretty sure it's a 15 inches wide. So I'm going to roll it like this. We'll get two different measures. So 16 like this, and then it's like 15.25 inches wide, which is actually really good. It's basically half as wide as it is long, and that's a good thing. Let me say this. I kind of like the way this thing's designed on the bottom. I almost want to say it may actually be a competitive little hull. Now, you guys already know I'm not a racer. I don't race. But seeing some of the more seeing some of the faster, more competitive hydroplanes, I kind of want to say this one's going to be somewhat of a contender. I mean, it may not be the fastest model on the water, but I think it's going to be a contender or a competitor. It looks good to me. For a fiberglass laid up hull, I think it looks pretty good. I really do. I really do. So that kind of reminds me, tape up. So it looks like you'll be able to tape it up pretty easily. Back here is probably the only area you might struggle with, but there is a little lip there for you to tape onto. I don't think I mentioned this. This is a two-piece hatch cowling. I guess the way this is real hard angle back here, they couldn't pull the whole hatch in one piece, so it's actually epoxied on after the hatch was pulled out the mold, which is typical, normal. So I'm thinking I want to try to get the most performance on a budget. Okay, we'll get some quality components, but we're going to actually try to build it on a budget, meaning there's going to be some homemade parts in this build. Okay, I want to try to keep the boat as absolute light as I can. You know, keep it extremely light. All right, and what do you guys think for livery? Let me know in the comments what you'd like to see. Also would like to hear from you or know what era or what year hydro this resembles. You know, like you know, 70s, 80s, 90s, etc. Like what style hydroplane does this hull remind you of the most? You know, I think it's going to be a great little build for the price. The build quality's there. The design of the boat seemed like it was there. You know, I really like the bottom. I think it has a lot of potential, especially on 4S. I'll have a link in the description if you guys are interested in it. You know, I don't get any type of kickback or nothing. He just sent the boat to me to review and test for you guys. So I try to give you my honest opinion, you know. I kind of like the bubbleless shape of it. I seriously think it's going to be a fast little boat, you know. I would like to have seen reinforcement on the sponson and the transom. I would like to have seen that. I would like to have seen an offset, you know, separate rudder, strut rudder. I don't think this is the best strut and rudder to be included in the kit. And I would like to have seen a little bit different layout with the battery and motor arrangement. But the hull of the boat, I'm kind of in love with it. You know, so I'll let you guys go. I'm sure the video's getting long. We'll see you guys next time. We'll probably start this build sometime in November, late November, maybe even December. So keep an eye out for it. Ring the bell to get notified for future builds. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.